Hello everyone, welcome to the top 5 most underrated cars in Asphalt 8. This is going to be a quick start, so let's get right into the list. Coming in at number 5, we have the Volkswagen W12 Nerdo. Or in the game it's the W12. It's that A-Class car that was added a very long time ago, almost 2 years ago. But I guess you could say it's also forgotten, but you know, when it was initially released, it wasn't the king, and for a reason. Technically, it was faster than the Savage GTR, except it was nearly impossible to max pro at the time because when it was released, pro kits had just come out, and getting W16s were almost impossible. So nobody really was able to pro until much later, much long after the Ferrari 330 P4 was released. And you drive with it now, if you have it fully max pro, it's actually a really good car. It's really fast. It's not bad in terms of handling and nitro and everything. It's got a pretty good Season 9 race too. But yeah, it's pretty underrated because at the time it wasn't really known for doing anything special. Coming at number 4, we have the Savage Revolt Road Yacht GTS. Again, this is another car that was completely trashed by the Savage Revolt GTR. It seems to cause a lot of damage, but Savage Revolt GTS was it's actually a pretty decent car too. Just like the W12, it has pretty good nitro, pretty good acceleration, handling stuff. Except Savage GTR was obviously much faster, and the Savage Road Yacht actually didn't have much use in the game. It still doesn't really. I never see it in cups. So anyway, with that, that's our number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3, we have the Renault Sport RS01. I had some very high hopes for this car when it was announced, and unfortunately they let me down because this RS01, despite having horrible acceleration, horrible drifting, horrible nitro, it has a really good real top speed. It's faster than the HTT Plethora, the Tryon. It had one of the fastest real speeds in the entire game, but that was quickly destroyed by the BMW homage in terms of cars that have bad starts. But the RS01 is still a pretty good car, and we got to drive it a lot over the summer in those Euro Tournament Cups. That really shows that it's one of the most underrated cars in the game for S-Class. Coming in at number 2, we have the Donkervoort D8 GTO. This car is an insane D-Class car. It's the best credit car for D-Class at the moment. Unfortunately, the RX-8 performance is way too overpowered that this Donkervoort doesn't even come close, even as a nitro advantage, even for single tank. The Donkervoort, despite all that, has insane acceleration, insane handling, insane nitro duration. It is a very insane small car, which is kind of expected because, you know, it's kind of tiny. But surprisingly, it is not the king of D-Class. It also takes i5 engines, so that turns a lot of people away. But with that, the Donkervoort D8 GTO is our number 2 spot. Coming in at number 1, we have the Dodge Dart. You guys expecting that? Well, this car is underrated because a lot of people see it as their first car, and when they drive it, when they get the car at the start, they're like, okay, I want to get a much better car because it's, you know, it's bad nitro, it's pretty slow. But actually, when you max pro it, it is really fun to drive, and it's used all the time when you play with friends, and you guys could have a really good time driving this car around. Even if you're just like messing around, if you're just trolling, this car is really fun to drive. It's really underrated on how glorious it is. It's the fastest car in existence. It is the best car in all of Asphalt history. It is the almighty King Dart. And that concludes our top 5. I know it was a little bit shorter than the others, but I want to get a quick one out. It came on a Monday, but I still at least got it out. Let me know in the comments which one you want to see next, and thank you guys all for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.